Zhang Li's first marriage was filled with grievance and suffering. Her ex-husband Wang Hao was extremely incompetent in intimate life, lasting only 3 minutes each time, instead of reflecting on himself. He slandered Zhang Li publicly, claiming she had excessive desires and a strong personality. During their 3-year marriage, Zhang Li endured in silence, putting up with her in-laws' disdain, her husband's incompetence, and groundless insults. She even fell into self-doubt, mistakenly believing the problem lay with herself. Eventually, utterly disheartened, she chose a clean break and divorce without taking any property. After the divorce, her mother kept urging her to remarry, repeatedly telling her that as a second married woman, she should not be too picky and just settle for a companion. Introduced by a distant relative, Zhang Li went on a blind date with Fu Shan. At their first meeting, Fu Shan looked cold and reticent, sitting quietly in the corner of a cafe in a black shirt, speaking fewer than 10 words in total, aloof and distant. Disappointed with marriage, Zhang Li thought all men were alike and only wanted someone to live with casually. Unexpectedly, Fu Shan proposed marriage directly on their second date with calm certainty, and Zhang Li agreed without hesitation. Their new wedding house was decorated in a minimalist cold style, just like a model apartment. Exhausted by wedding entertainments, Zhang Li was worn out physically and mentally. After the guests left, Fu Shan came out of the bathroom in a bathrobe with wet hair, locked the bedroom door firmly, and leaned over to kiss Zhang Li forcefully. The aggressive kiss completely changed Zhang Li's impression of him. She resisted instinctively but could not push him away. Fu Shan spoke in a low, hoarse voice, saying that insulting him came with a price. The wedding night made Zhang Li realize for the first time that men were vastly different. While her ex-husband treated intimacy as a perfunctory task, Fu Shan was earnest, gentle and possessive, cherishing her perfectly. The next morning, Zhang Li was sore all over. Fu Shan returned to his cold image in a formal suit, leaving only a plain sentence: "Breakfast is on the table." His huge contrast between day and night made him seem to have a dual personality. He quietly prepared warm breakfast and handed her tea to me sans ointment with a blank expression, caring subtly yet never showing warmth. In the first month of marriage, they lived in a contradictory state. They were strangers in the daytime. Fu Shan kept a regular schedule, prepared 3 meals on time without any communication or eye contact, cold and distant. When Zhang Li deliberately teased him to test his reaction, he remained calm on the surface but revealed his inner emotions subtly. Yet every night at 11 o'clock, Fu Shan would take a bath and lock the door on time, abandoning his coldness to become overbearing and clingy. He saw through Zhang Li's pretense of sleeping and teased her that her once criticized initiative had become his preference. Sometimes Zhang Li acted coquettously to provoke him or took the initiative to get close after drinking, only to be firmly held in his tenderness and possessiveness. Her best friend Lin Xiaoxiao sighed that Zhang Li was extremely lucky to escape the shadow of her first marriage. Apart from romantic entanglements, Zhang Li worked as a marketing supervisor in a company. She had already faced gossip and behind-the-scenes criticism after her divorce, and the rumors grew worse after her second marriage. A gossip-loving colleague, Sister Xiao, taunted her deliberately, and anonymous groups slandered her private life, claiming she was abandoned by her ex-husband and doomed to another failed marriage. Zhang Li endured silently, waiting for the right moment. One night, Zhang Li casually complained to Fu Shan about workplace grievances, but he responded indifferently, making her feel disappointed and thinking their marriage was only a casual partnership with no need for comfort or support. That night, Fu Shan approached her domineeringly, insisting on knowing who had wronged her. Zhang Li poured out all the grievances about Sister Zhao and online rumors. Fu Shan kept it in mind quietly and promised to handle the matter. The next day, Fu Shan told Zhang Li to rest at home, but she insisted on going to work for business needs. Upon arriving at the company, she faced strange looks from colleagues and sarcasm from Sister Zhao. Meanwhile, Wang Hao spread malicious rumors in mutual friend groups, slandering Zhang Li and shifting all the blame for the failed marriage to her. The years of forbearance and grievance swelled up in Zhang Li's heart again. Strange stares and whispers of colleagues made her feel suffocated and humiliated. Full of sorrow, Zhang Li confided in Fu Shen and showed him the chat screenshots, but he remained calm and hid in the study after a brief reply. Zhang Li told herself not to have illusions about this marriage. That night, Fu Shen took the initiative to comfort her, claiming sovereignty over her with strong possessiveness, calming her inner pain temporarily. The next day, the whole company received an official email that FUS Group had become the second largest shareholder. The cold and reserved Fu Shen airborne as vice president, taking charge of the marketing and operation departments, with Zhang Li reporting directly to him. Amid everyone's shock, Fu Shan officially announced Zhang Li as his wife, warning plainly that anyone who wronged her would be repaid 100-fold. Sister Zhao was utterly stunned and embarrassed. After the meeting, Fu Shan told Zhang Li he was not merely helping her but declaring his ownership, stating only he could treat her coldly. Zhang Li's workstation was moved next to the vice president's office. Colleagues who had mocked her before curried favor deliberately, and Sister Zhao apologized humbly. Zhang Li responded calmly, completely reversing her workplace situation. That night, Zhang Li thanked Fu Shen, who refused verbal gratitude and responded to their tenderness in his own doting way. Peace did not last long. Full of jealousy after learning of Fu Shen's status, Wang Hao began blocking Zhang Li at the company gate repeatedly, making vulgar remarks about her private life, even bringing idlers to extort money unreasonably, distorting the truth and insulting her publicly. When Wang Hao tried to attack her in anger, Fu Shan appeared in time to protect Zhang Li, subduing Wang Sheng easily. He threatened to investigate Wang Hao's father's job violations and expose his private incompetence, ruining his reputation completely. Fleeing in panic, Wang Hao resorted to false police reports, accusing Fu Shan of intentional injury and threat. Fu Shan cooperated with the police calmly and was detained. Panicked, Zhang Li turned to her lawyer best friend Lin Jiaoxia for help. Lin Jiaoxia analyzed the case, saying Wang Hao refused reconciliation and held recording evidence, which might lead to detention and damage for Xiana's career. Helplessly, they had to pay 200,000 yuan for Wang Hao to withdraw the lawsuit. Zhang Li felt distressed and unfair for Fu Shan. During the visit, Fu Shan remained calm, revealing he had long investigated Wang Hao and found evidence of his father's large-scale corruption and bribery. The compensation was only to lower their guard after being released. He would submit evidence to the procuratority, making Wang Hao and his father pay a heavy price. Calm and resourceful, Fu Shan had long planned everything for Zhang Li. Wang Hao withdrew the lawsuit after receiving the money, and Fu Shan was released after 7 days of detention. After the turmoil, no colleague dared to gossip about Zhang Li anymore. Soon after, Zhang Li felt physical discomfort with nausea and drowsiness. Lin Xiaoxiao noticed the abnormality and gave her a pregnancy test, which showed 2 lines Zhang Li was unexpectedly pregnant. She was uneasy, for their marriage was initially a casual partnership without emotional promises. She feared Fu Shan would misunderstand her for tying him down with a child and hesitated to tell the truth. Little did she know Fu Shan had already noticed her physical changes, including morning sickness and taste changes, and found the pregnancy test in the trash. Knowing everything long ago, Fu Shan took the initiative to reveal the truth. When Zhang Li confessed her fear that he would not want the child, this decisive and unyielding man knelt down on his knees with red eyes to confess his love. He had fallen in love with Zhang Li at first sight in college and secretly loved her for 10 years. He was captivated the first time he saw her running on the playground in her sophomore year, silently following her life, witnessing her love, breakup, graduation, work, marriage, and divorce. He guarded her quietly all along, never daring to approach when she had someone by her side. After her divorce, he arranged their blind date deliberately under the excuse of his mother's urge for marriage, creating fate just to walk into her life openly. Seemingly cold and aloof, he was actually introverted and inferior, afraid his feelings would be discovered and rejected. So he pretended to be indifferent, Fu Shen took out a 10-year diary and old photos, recording every thought of his secret love, the excitement of first sight, the loneliness of silent watching, the loss when she married someone else, and the joy after her divorce. Tears streamed down Zhang Li's face as she realized he had never been settled for, but deeply loved in silence for a decade. They opened up completely, abandoning the idea of a casual marriage and deciding to stay together for a lifetime. Just as life seemed perfect, Wang Hao's mother came to make trouble out of nowhere, questioning the unborn child's identity and slandering Zhang Li's conduct. Fu Shen responded calmly, intimidating her with Wang Hao's corruption evidence, forcing her to leave in panic. Desperate and cornered, Wang Hao resorted to extreme measures, deliberately crashing into Fu Shen's car and causing a serious traffic accident. Fu Shen suffered a ruptured spleen and was rushed to emergency surgery. Shocked and terrified, Zhang Li rushed to the hospital in the rain, waiting outside the operating room all night in fear. After 3 hours of surgery, Fu Shen survived luckily and was transferred to ICU for observation. After regaining consciousness, Fu Shen still comforted Zhang Li and their unborn child, confessing his love frankly for the first time. Determined to punish those who hurt them, Zhang Li sorted out Wang Hao's corruption evidence with Lin Zhaoxiu and submitted it to the procuratori. Fu Shen recovered fully after 20 days of recuperation. He looked down on workplace fame and fortune, resigned from the vice president position and started his own business, choosing to accompany his wife and child low-key lie. Wang Hao was finally sentenced to 11 years in prison for corruption and intentional injury, and his mother never dared to cause trouble again. A few months later, Zhang Li gave birth to a daughter named Enianian safely. Fu Shen became a doting father, pouring his decade-long secret love into lifelong companionship and tenderness. Having experienced a wrong marriage and endless slander, Zhang Li finally met the one who loved her wholeheartedly in her second marriage, gaining protection, preference, and a peaceful, happy life, proving that persistent longing will eventually lead to a destined reunion.